Good morning, and welcome back to Apple Park. I'm Sam Cook, filling in for Tim today. I hope you're ready for some new products, yeah?
Let's go, dude. We got the information today, finally, after what feels like forever. I mean, it really hasn't been that long. It's only February, but it feels like in 2022, we have essentially had zero hard Apple news so far. But we have great news today because Apple is holding an event on March 8th. I want to fill you guys in on all of the details, let you know what's coming, and where we got this info. Very, very good. So if you're excited for this one, drop a like down below. It helps me and the channel out, and hit subscribe. Tap that bell so you get notified whenever I make a new video. We return today with the wheel because there can only be good news. This is 100% going to be on a red. Absolutely it is. You know why? It's because Apple is holding an event. And I want to go through sort of the things that led up to today, because this morning was kind of a weird one. It started out like most mornings with Apple news, with little tidbits here and there. And then we just got this massive story. So let's start off with the first thing, which is that good news for the iPad Air and the iPhone SE3. They are in production according to Macatakara. Now keep in mind that Macatakara has a pretty mixed track record, but they believe that the iPhone SE3 and a follow-up to the iPad Air are in production, which as soon as I read this, I was like, oh, maybe that means Apple event in March, because Apple generally produces things pretty close to when they actually need to sell them. Dude, that means right now there are people putting these together, or little robots. I don't exactly know the specifics, but there's either little robot people or humans putting these together. Either way, we're having a good time because it means that they're almost here. Now, in the same report from Macatakara, though, they do deliver some heartbreaking news. They say that the iPhone SE3, while it's going to look just like the iPhone SE2, as we've heard so many times, there isn't going to be any MagSafe charging. It's just going to be the standard wireless Qi charging that works through the glass back, as it has since the last generation iPhone SE. And like, I was kind of mixed on this, to be honest, because one part of me is like, it would standardize Apple's iPhone lineup so that the 12 and the 13 and the SE would all have MagSafe, and Apple could sell more expensive accessories that feature that technology. The other part of my brain is like, dude, this is the cheapest phone that they make. Why would they do anything other than the bare minimum? Like, why would Apple invest R&D in implementing this magnet ring into a design that's never had that, that's years old, and that is like, again, the cheapest thing Apple makes? So as much as I'm personally saddened by this news, I don't think that there's going to be MagSafe on the iPhone SE. And then after both of these stories, I'm here, you know, playing some Halo on my controller, and I'm like, all right, this is a slow news day as always. I love my life. Ha 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 ha. This major report drops from Apple's best, Mark Gurman. The dude is the best source in the game, and puts out this report that says Apple is doing it. Apple is going to be holding their first event of 2022 in early March. The specific date is said to be March 8th, although I will say there's some seedy language about this in the report. He's like, it's gonna happen on or around March 8th, which to me kind of sounds like the equivalent of showing up to a kid's birthday party and being like, oh, their present was on or around here somewhere. You know, it'll show up eventually, but it's gonna happen around this time. And they're like, Dad, this was the 1 year you're supposed to do it right. And you're like, I don't know, I'm just getting these tips from Mark Gurman. Short story long, yeah, Gurman is saying March 8th. And of course, that is a Tuesday at the beginning of the month, which means that according to this information, we should be seeing event invites in actually less than a month now. Of course, because this is gonna be a digital event, unfortunately, the world is just not in a place where we can do a physical, trust me, I'm just as bummed as you are, don't worry. With these digital events, Apple has been sending out the invitations a week beforehand, so we're looking at March 1st, guys. This is going to be, according to Gurman, when we see this Apple event. It is so exciting. I cannot wait until March 1st to just see the event invite and the colors and just blast my eyes with happiness. Now, Gurman didn't finish there, though, because he also told us exactly what we're getting at this event. But I have to say, the more that I hear this lineup, the more I'm like, I feel like something's missing. So let me lay it out clear as day for you. First, we're gonna have some milk, 2%, not the whole milk that sucks. Then we're gonna do a pack of 8. Hold on, this is my shopping list. Where's the products that are coming? No, first up is the iPhone SE, which to be fair is not that much different than whole milk because it's the same whole phone we've already had for a couple of years. Same design and screen, but with a faster processor and 5G, and we are hearing for the first time, Gurman says it actually will have a better camera. So iPhone SE 3, better camera, no details provided. We don't know if better camera means because of the processor that will just bring some general improvements, or if there will actually be a better lens array in there. So I hope it's like an actually physically better lens because I think the iPhone SE deserves that at this point. Number 2, an updated iPad Air. That also sounds incredibly small. So if you bought one back when the last one came out in September 2020, it doesn't sound like you're gonna be missing that much. I mean, it says it's gonna have a faster processor and also 5G. I mean, at this point, what's the difference between the iPad Air and the iPhone SE? Just one has a bigger screen and costs twice as much? Like, it's the same things that are coming. I guess Apple's trying to simplify their line. Third, though, is the piece de resistance. The you know, as they say over in the France side of the world. They say that they want the new Mac Mini. And you know what? I agree with the French for once. I want the new Mac Mini too. You guys have seen this by now. It's the Mac Mini that we've been wanting from the start. It's a completely redesigned model with a fiberglass top that looks incredibly reminiscent of that mid-2000s, which by the way was my first Mac Mini, so this holds a special place in my heart. I'm so ready to buy this. It's gonna actually be a real computer under this monitor instead of the laptop. Can you guys see that? There's a laptop. Hold on. Where is this laptop? I think it looks stunning, and inside is gonna be the M1 Pro and M1 Max chips. So just like last year, they revealed the chips and put it in some products in the fall, and they're using the same chips to put it in this new product coming in the spring. Even so though, I feel like there's gotta be something else small, even if it's a new color for the iPhone 13 or fresh cases or something else. Like the Mac Mini's a huge upgrade. That's probably gonna be the focus of this event. The other two things, real tiny. They're like the little tiniest people. Maybe they're like the little mini robots making the phones. One last tidbit for you guys as well. iOS 15.4 is going to be launching in the first half of March as well. Gurman says that in this report. This is the new update with the new emojis and Face ID that works with a mask and a ton of other updates as well. So I am incredibly excited for that. It's going to be out for the public and again, about a month. You know, I'm sitting here and saying this, and I think I just put it together that it still means we have to wait a month for all of this, like 30 days. I mean, technically 34 days until the actual event at the time of recording this. So I'm gonna go ahead and start getting creative and figuring out how to entertain you for the next month until then, because it's gonna be a little bit of time before March, on or around March 8th, you know, it could be later. Anyway, guys, wanted to give you this information, had to rush this video out because it was so important. Hope you're doing well. Thank you for watching, and I will catch you cool cats in my next video. Bye-bye!